That was a close one, huh, Mia? Really? Too bad. I'm sorry I missed it. Maya! Oh, I'm so happy to see you again. Aw. As much as I love Mia, like, come on, I love me some Maya too. I'm glad she's back. Felt like it's been a while, you know? So what happened? Well, I think I've got a pretty good idea of who did it. And all I need is a motive and proof. Wow, good going, Nick. Under the initial trial system, tomorrow's the last day we have. Initial trial? What's that? That's a new court system they introduced 2 or 3 years ago. They had so many cases in the system, they decided to speed up the whole process. So under that system, trials have to end in 3 days? Yeah, pretty much. Well, we've no time to waste. I wish we could have both Mia and Maya again. I mean, I know why we can't, but... I wish, man. Because, I mean, I love them both, but with Maya here, Mia can't be here, and with Mia here, Maya can't be here. And I want them both. I love them both dearly. For their own different reasons. I don't get it, Maya. Why would Mr. Hammer steal the Steel Samurai costume? What? You mean Mr. Hammer was wearing the costume? Yeah. But Mr. Hammer was the victim, Nick. Why would he go through the trouble of stealing it? That's what we have to find out. What happened with the director's testimony? Well, it's pretty clear that the producer and the director were both in the trailer. Huh. Which means that the kill has to be one of them. Really? Why? Because the real scene of the crime was Studio 2, where the trailer is. What? Was Maya always this excitable? I mean, like, she spent so much time investigating this case with you and missed all this information because she had to, tag Mia in. Good thing Mia was there, though. But I missed Maya so much. I actually, I like legit love Maya. Like, I don't know if I show it enough, but I legit love her. She's growing on me very quickly. Well, have you noticed anything that might help us? I can't see what's going on when Mia is here. So, no, I haven't noticed anything. Right. Maybe we should go talk to WP. WP Powers, right? Yeah. Alright, let's do that. Mr. Wright, you did very well again today. Thank you. Oh, thanks. I mean, I kind of fucked up a couple times, but you know what else? We'll just forget about that. I can't whistle very well. Oh, sorry. Could you not look like you're about to burst into tears? Wow, Nick, you must have really wowed him in there. And could you wipe that grin off your face? Hey, WP, only 1 day left. Let's make it count. Yes. Though there's not really anything I can do to help. I'm not really sure what I can do either. Please, this is no laughing matter. Can you tell me more about Miss Vasquez? Oh, the producer. She's well respected in the industry. They say she's a genius. A genius? She's been at Global Studios for 5 years now. Right or wrong, nobody dares tell her different these days. Why is that? Ever since she came on board, we've had nothing but hits. Global Studios was on its knees, but she picked it up and made it shine. Oh, and... And what? Nothing. Forget it. I've only heard rumors anyhow. Mr. Powers, you need to tell us everything! Okay, sorry. I'll calm down. Can you tell me anything about Mr. Manila? Oh, he used to be a minor strict video director. But something in his work caught Vasquez's eyes. She brought the Steel Samurai idea to him. Now everyone knows the name Sal Manila. For different reasons, though. He was pretty much at her beck and call, though. Whenever she says jump, he asks how high and all that. I can imagine him being at her beck and call, though I can't imagine him jumping. I was wondering about Mr. Hammer. He was a big star back in the day, right? But then he just dropped off the face of the earth. Oh, Yes, you're right. In fact, he was my role model when I started in this business. But he just stopped taking on big roles. That's when he began appearing in little productions at Global. How could he do that? I was really looking forward to a sequel to Samurai Summer. He just gave up being a star 5 years ago. Actually, now that I think about it, that was right when Mrs. Vasquez came to Global. 5 years ago. That wasn't quite the story the security lady told us, was it? The security lady made it seem like he had an accident that caused him to. Well, I guess. Yeah, I guess he could have decided to not be a star 5 years ago due to the accident. Yeah. Was there an accident he had? Is that what the security lady told us? Maybe Mrs. Vasquez has something to do with it. Ooh. Anything I want to present you? Oh, I kind of want to know what happens if I show him this. I bet it's really cute. Have you seen this, Mr. Powers? What's that? I've never seen these steel samurais in my life. These are the steel samurais that appear on live shows. The fanboy collected all the pictures himself. Seeing things like this makes me really makes me think. I mean so much to these kids, you know? Aww. Alright, we gotta do this. I think we learned a valuable lesson thanks to Mia. No matter what, we should trust our client 100%, even if we do have little doubts. Our job is to prove, or try and prove their innocence. Edgeworth, it's kind of like Edgeworth's theory, where he always tries to get the guilty verdict no matter what. We're gonna have to try and get the not guilty verdict, no matter what. It's like the exact opposite. So we need to have absolute trust and faith in our clients. Maybe I had a little suspicion about you, Mr. Powers, but I'm willing to set that aside and make up for it. We will find the true culprit to this killing. For the kids. For justice! Your room back sure is quiet today. You know, this place is real peaceful like this. Nick, I think our guard's down. Yeah. I bet we could even eat those donuts in the guard station if we wanted. You eat, you die. Woo, she's alive. I was wondering about Vasquez, the producer. Oh, the studio bigwigs love her. So she always gets away. She seems bitter. Do you not like the producer? Look, the studio people don't want me talking about her, so sorry. Can I ask you about Savanello, the director? Sal, he's a soft pushover. Does whatever Vasquez tells him to. She treats him like dirt, but I think he likes it. Huh? Why would anyone like being treated like dirt? That doesn't make any sense, does it, Nick? No, it doesn't, Maya. we just let you live in your innocent little world. Pat, pat, pat. About Mr. Hammer. I heard about what you said today, cheeky whippersnapper. Poor old Hammer, you drag his star down from the sky and stomp on it, calling him a criminal, a thief. I won't forget this. Oh, she's really pissed this time. You listen to me, whippersnapper. My poor old Hammer would never do such a thing. Why would he steal Powers' costume so he could sneak by me? He would never stoop so low. It's impossible. Alright. Let's get a move on. Think back, Nick, to the day of the murder. Mr. Hammer put on the Steel Samurai costume. Then he left from here to go to Studio 2. Right. But why? I wonder if someone called him, like the director or the producer. Well, let's check Studio 2 out. Man, I love her design so much. I hope she's not the criminal. She has too much of a good design to be the criminal. It has to be Salmonella. I don't care how biased that sounds. Has to be him. Thinking I'll find a way to turn this on him. I don't even care. He probably has I mean, just look at him. Just look at him. He probably has some sort of criminal record behind him. I'll put him in jail for anything. Hey, Nick. It's Miss Vasquez. Hello. H-E-L-L-O. H-E-L-L-O. Maya, you should at least try to be polite. I'm watching the clouds. And that's all she had to say, apparently. Excuse me, Mr. Hammer came here on the day of the murder, and... Shh. Perhaps you didn't hear me. I'm watching the clouds. I'm not interested in talking to you. Do something, Nick. She's really ticking me off. Oh, poor Maya. Mr. Powers wasn't the killer. You'll have to cancel the Steel Samurai. I think I'm tired of the Steel Samurai. You did it? Nick, she did it. She's the killer. My fade blood speaks to me. I know it. I know it. Oh, dear. I was wondering if you could tell me about Mr. Manila. If you must talk about that man, perhaps you could talk about it in the trailer by yourselves. Oh, dear. Alright, let's do that then. Please don't tell me he's in here. Please don't tell me he's in here. Please don't tell me he's in here. Oh, thank God. I don't need him creeping on Maya again. Wasn't the assistant cleaning up yesterday? Funny, it still seems pretty messy in here. I guess she was still on a high from getting that rare card she needed. Rare card? I don't remember that. Wait, how do you remember the assistant was cleaning then? That was Mia who was he. Maya. You hiding something. Objection! Okay, this is just gonna be the same crap, isn't it? I don't know, maybe we caught Maya up on everything that happened. Let's just pretend that happened. That's why she knows about the rare card and the cleaning, or the supposed cleaning. I don't think there's anything in here. What if I present something to her? Why are you showing that to me, Nick? Show off my badge. Alrighty then. This is gonna be another one of those where the hell do I go moments. Oh, they won't let me back inside Studio 1. That's right, because I don't have the card key. Maybe we should examine around here then. Still not switched on today. Okay. Say, Nick, how did you figure that out again? Well, actually, it's a long story. I'll tell you another time. So you didn't even tell her. You didn't even catch her up. You could just say you saw it. You could just tell her the boy caught picture. You know what? Whatever. It's not even that long of a story. It says welcome. There are people in here when they're not filming, right? Nick, let's come here someday. What do you say? Sure, if Miss Oldbag lets us in. Maybe we should examine around here. Oops, did not mean to do that. Yeah, I have no idea. Was there really nowhere else for me to go? I guess the employee area? Guess we still have access to this. I forgot about that. I guess not filming today either. I did want to see them filming just one time. The trial will be over and done by tomorrow. You can come see them film later. I guess. This is where you found that ball of sleeping pills, right? Uh-huh. I wonder if there are any other clues lying around. No, touch him! Oh, sorry, pal. Didn't mean to frighten you. Didn't mean I almost had a heart attack. I guess I can be a little dramatic at times. I suppose it's the actor in me. Dramatique, indeed. Anyway, I'm here to examine the plate on that table. Wait, are you looking for sleeping pills? Yeah, pal. Traces thereof. So you're looking for traces of the sleeping pills? How? For a thorough examination, I gotta take the plate back to the precinct. But I have the capabilities to make a cursory examination right here. Our science guy gave me some testing solution. This reacts to these sleeping pills, see? If there are traces, it'll change colors. Wow, neat! Well, Detective Gumshoe, what are you waiting for? No, everything in due time, pal. Well, the test solution on the plate changed color, alright. So the food on this plate has been laced with sleeping pills. Looks like it. How goes your investigation? To tell you the truth, it's a real mess, pal. Some people think we should pursue the case we already have against Powers. And some people think we should switch suspects. What do you think, Detective Gumshoe? Well, pal, I hate to admit it, but I'm not sure I buy the case against Mr. Powers anymore. I feel kind of bad for Mr. Edgeworth, though. How's Edgeworth doing anyway? Mr. Edgeworth is out of control. He was in the waiting room and he crushed this paper cup with hot coffee in it. Whoa. Talk about burns, pal. Wow, the fury of Edgeworth. Yeah, crushing paper cups. Cups, bottles. Say, whatever happened with that empty bottle? Oh, the bottle of sleeping pills. Well, I got some good news for you about that. They found the victim Jackhammer's prints on the bottle. So that means... Yep, it sounds like the one who put Powers to sleep was none other than the victim. So I was right. Alright, let's examine the dressing room. Oh, hello. What are you doing here? Oh, I was just cleaning up the dressing room. I guess WP won't be using it anymore, so... What? Why? But WP's innocent. Yes, and I'm really grateful for all you've done. But this week is the last episode of the Steel Samurai. Poor Maya. I was wondering if I could ask you about Mr. Hammer. Yeah. On the day of the murder, he went to the Studio 2. Huh? I thought he went to Studio 1. He stole the Steel Samurai costume too. What? Why would Mr. Hammer do something like that? Oh. I guess the rumor must be true then. The rumor? Yeah, Miss Vasquez, that producer, had some kind of hold on Hammer. She had some dirt on him. He'd do anything she said, apparently. Some dirt? What dirt? Dirt, you know, bad stuff. I know what dirt means. About 5 years ago, they were filming a movie starring Mr. Hammer. They were using the new studio, Studio 2. Some sort of accident happened during filming. Oh. Uh-oh. After that, they never used the Studio 2 again. They left the film set up the way it was, too. The film set? Was that trailer part of the film set, then? Oh, jeez. So there was an accident. What do you mean, the last Steel Samurai? I don't think that's important right now, Maya. I know it's a shock, but nothing can be done to save it now. Whoever really did kill Mr. Hammer also signed the Steel Samurai's death warrant. No. Also, I hear that Global Studios is going to change its programming. They're not going to make kids shows anymore. What? Why? I don't know. It's sad, but that's what Global Studios decided. Why aren't they going to make kids shows anymore? The studio bigwigs don't want the Steel Samurai around anymore. They want to forget all this ever happened. They want it quiet. Do you understand? Oh, how can they just do that? What about all the kids who love the Steel Samurai? It's okay. I'm sure the kids will be fine. They'll find a new hero to follow. No, that can't be true. If the program descends, they'll be heartbroken for sure. Nick, say something. I don't think I'm in control of that. Yeah. I think evidence rather than words is called here. Here, take a look at this. What am I supposed to show her? Oh, probably this. And this is... A fan collected all these photographs. The kids love the Steel Samurai. The show shouldn't be cancelled just so some adults can save face. I would think you would understand that better than anyone. You're right. Okay, but what can I do? Well, for starters, you can tell me something. Tell me what it is Global Studios is so intent on hiding. Tell me about this accident 5 years ago. Okay. Could you tell us what happened 5 years ago? Well, I can tell you what I've heard. Apparently 5 years ago someone died, and it was Hamill's fault. Someone died? It was an accident, of course. Anyway, the producer, Mrs. Vasquez, managed to hush it up. And that's the dirt she had on Mr. Hammer. And that's why Mr. Hammer would do anything for Mrs. Vasquez that she asked him to do. But it was an accident, right? Why didn't they just make it public? Well, you know, Mr. Hammer was a big star back then. They were afraid about what would happen to his career if word got out. I see. You know who knows more about this? Miss Oldbag. She was here at the studios back then, you know. Thanks, we'll try asking her. If she'll talk. I'm not liking where this is going. I don't think she's going to be very cooperative. Oh, fudge. He scared me. I forgot he was there. I legit got like super freaked out for a moment. Alright. What? You're still... Oh, hold on. What? You're still thinking around? If you like the place so much, why don't you take it over from me? The old windbag doesn't look so good. Everybody's doing their darndest to forget Hammer. Who do they think made Global Studios what it is today? Hammer. It's all due to Hammer. She's starting to froth at the mouth, Nick. Maybe we should keep a safe distance. Oh boy. Let's solve this mystery. I want to ask you about 5 years ago. Yep, that's about what I expected. Who did you hear that from? Nichols? Nichols? Nichols, Nick, Penny Nichols. That assistant we talked to. Oh, right. Anyway, we heard about the accident. It was during filming with Jack Hammer. He killed a man, didn't he? Whippersnappers. Dredging up dirt on someone's past like that, and the recently departed, no less. I suppose you think this is fun. Actually, it is pretty fun. I mean, what? No, I'm just doing my job to protect Mr. Powers. And you claim that Hammer still powers his costume. You expect me to believe that rubbish? Or do you have some kind of proof? Proof that Hammer still powers his costume? I'm sorry, Miss Oldbag, but I do have proof. I can prove that Mr. Hammer stole Mr. Powers' costume. Do we show her the steak plate or the sleeping pill bottle? I guess this, because this actually has Jack Hammer's fingerprints. I almost said footprints. He's just a monkey grabbing them with his foot. Here's my proof. What's the little empty ball supposed to prove? It's a ball of sleeping pills with Mr. Hammer's fingerprints on it. What does that prove? I'm sure old Hammer had some sleepless nights. Here. Mr. Powers ate a T-bone steak for lunch, correct? Well, yes, so. This is the plate that he used to eat that steak. There are traces of sleeping pill powder on the plate. I see. Poor Hammer. You did wrong, Hammer. Rest your soul. Miss Oldbag? Well, at least she can acknowledge when she was wrong. Okay, you win. I'll talk. I'm tired, see. Tired of holding it all in. Miss Oldbag. You're right. 5 years ago, there was an accident. A fatal accident. What's worse, a paparazzi took a photo of it. That photo, well, caused quite a stir. And guess who made it all better? Vasquez. She has ties to the mafia. She silenced the paparazzi. That was the beginning. After that, she became a force to be reckoned with here at the studio. I see. But you have to understand, poor old Hammer never meant to harm anyone. Miss Oldbag. Hold on a minute. Poor Miss Oldbag. Here, take this. A photograph? Oh, that explains the broken one. This is the picture. Is this the trailer in Studio 2? Hammer was supposed to fight with a bad guy on top of those stairs there. He pushed the other actor and the man fell onto the flower box fence. But how did you get this? It was a long time ago. I don't feel much like talking about it. I understand. Well, I may have had my doubts about you from the beginning, but thank you. Well, I don't know what to do now. Maybe we should head back to Studio 2. I have a feeling someone would like to maybe speak a little now that we have some info. Yeah, that explains that. Yeah, that fence is dangerous. What? Where'd she go? Oh. No, man, I'm just an idiot. Let's just forget that happened. She's not even looking. Where? What? Where did you get that? Old bag. Old? She means the security lady, Miss Oldbag, Nick. Right. Anyway, Miss Vasquez, you hid this incident from the press, didn't you? And you used it to control Mr. Hammer. The wind. The huh? It's gone stronger, don't you think? The wind. Your conversation interests me. Let's talk about more. Inside the trailer. Nick, she went inside the trailer. You came. Yeah, I mean, we're just right outside there, I mean. Well then, what was that you were talking about? Why is she so eager to talk all of a sudden? Miss Vasquez, you were using that accident. You will blackmail Mr. Hammer so you can control him, won't you? That's why he was doing kid shows for petty change. So I'm a blackmailer now. Well, that's what it was, wasn't it? I mean, sure, it was an accident, but you used it to track Mr. Hammer down from his rightful place as a star. Oh, I don't hold anyone down from anywhere. Mr. Hammer's career went sour of his own accord. But, you were the cause. You pressured him. And you think it was just an accident. Excuse me, what is this all about? You keep saying accident. How are you so sure? What do you mean? Must I spell everything out for you? Think, what would it be if it wasn't an accident? It was a purpose. No way. You and Mr. Hammer did it on purpose? That is what I mean. Where's your proof? Can you prove it? Just think. Would he have let me run his life for 5 years over a mere accident? And I ran him hard, believe you me. But the security lady said it was an accident. Oh, well, she was a big fan of Hammer's, you see. She jumped on the reporter who brought that photo into the studio. She wrenched it out of his hands, she did. Gave him a few bruises, too. So that's why she had the photo. She's an old fool. Of course, all the reporter would need is the negatives. He could have made a copy. But he didn't. The only copy of that photo is the one you hold. Give it to me, now. What is valuable Oh! Hello there. Who are they? Professionals. No good at erasing various things. What do you think? Would you like to be erased? What? The trial ends tomorrow. How unfortunate. It's a shame you'll have to miss it. Tell me why. Why do you want this photograph so badly? This is Mr. Hammer's dirt, no? Why should D. Vasquez care about it at all? I'm sure you have plenty of time to think about that where you're going. So long, friends. Boys, erase away. No! Hold it right there. I hold everything, pal. D. Vasquez, you're coming down to the precinct with me now. Gumshoe! I know, I've been so happy to see you, my boy. Not bad. Very well. It appears this contest will be decided tomorrow then, in court. I'll be looking forward to it. Oh my god, I love you. Hey, you okay, pal? Sorry I was a little late with my entrance. I don't get many chances to practice that sort of thing. Detective Gumshoe, thank you. I was really scared. Huh? Don't mention it, pal. Just doing my job. Detective Gumshoe? Sorry, it's just, I've wanted to say that line ever since I became a detective. Okay, I've got one more job to do today. I'm sure we'll run into each other again soon. Well, Nick, it looks like we're getting close to the bottom of this. And who's at the bottom? D. Vasquez.